Hey guys, I finished listening to JT Follows JC and Modern Roots. I believe his name's Josh. Their podcast they did about a lot of the videos that I've been making recently, actually tied into their latest one. Was in agreement with most of it and don't have any issues with it at all, but I did want to highlight one part of it that I'm really in agreement with, and that's being real with the Most High. They covered this by saying that Yahuwah would prefer for us to be either hot or cold and not be lukewarm. And I'm absolutely in agreement with that. He'd rather be us for him completely or against him completely, because at least that way he'd have something to work with. I think he could work with people who are 100% against him, and I think he can work with people that are 100% for him. But it's that 50%, that lukewarmness, where you're somewhere in the middle, that's the issue. So what I wanted to talk about was, how do we know if we're lukewarm? So Yahuwah actually knows our hearts anyway, according to Scripture. Psalm 139 says, "O Yahuwah, you have searched me and known me. You know my sitting down and my rising up. You understand my thoughts afar off, for there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Yahuwah, you know it altogether." The thing about the Father is that he already knows us. He already knows us really better than we know ourselves a lot of times. It's kind of scary, but it's true. When we stand before him at the judgment, he's going to know us better than, again, we know ourselves. So one of the things, when you look at Scripture, you can see this example very clearly in the person of David. And given that my name is David, I've actually read a lot about the meaning of the word. I've read a lot about King David and his life, how he made some really bad choices, made some good choices, and following the Most High. But he was a person that was very real with the Most High. In Psalm 51:17, he said, "The sacrifices of Elohim are a broken ruach, or broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. O Elohim, you will not despise." If we are broken, if we are at our bottom, then the Most High, honestly, that's what he works with. He does not despise if you have a broken heart, a broken spirit. He doesn't desire for you to stay that way. But when you're at the pigsty, he has something that he can call home. He has someone that can only rely on him to get out of that situation. Yahushua himself says this in Revelation 3:15-16, and this is the verse where he says, "I know your works, that you're neither cold nor hot. I would you were cold or hot, so then because you are lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew you out of my mouth. That's how the word there for spew is vomit. I've actually done some word studies on that, but it's very powerful, getting out of his mouth, his presence. He doesn't want us to have anything to do with it. And Psalm 51:6 says, "Behold, you desire truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part you shall make me to know wisdom." Again, he wants honesty. He wants truth deep within us. Not some sort of show of this perfect facade, this Facebook life that we present, out into the open. People see those I call it fake book posts where everybody's life is perfect, and you end up comparing yourself to people around you and what's going on in their lives. And it's really sad. Social media really has done a number on the human psyche when it comes to stuff like that. But again, getting back to the broken, contrite spirit, I know for myself, I was in that place when I came into truth, into everything that happened to me in 2017. I was in that dark place, that broken place. And that's really what the Father desires from us. So how do we know? How do we know that we're in a place that He desires us to be? How do we know we're approaching Him with humility? Lamentations 3:40 says, "Let us search and try our ways and turn again to Yahuwah." 2 Corinthians 13:5, "Examine yourselves whether you be in the belief, prove your own selves." And David again echoing the same thing in Psalm 26:2, "Examine me, O Yahuwah, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart." Being real with the Most High, it's not just going to be that one moment in 2017 for me. And I'm sure people like Guy Fawkes would say the same thing. It's not going to be just that one moment in 2016 for him, where we come to that place and we leave it at that. We really should be going to that place daily and taking a look at ourselves honestly and truthfully, confessing whatever sins we have in our lives and then turning towards Him. And we don't just go through the motions. That's what I was doing before 2017, where it says in Isaiah 29:13, "This people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me." Yahushua himself said that same thing to the Pharisees. These were people that had an outward show of righteousness, but they lived with empty worship in their hearts. But this is the good news. Psalm 34:18 says, "Yahuwah is near unto them that are of a broken heart, and saves such as be of a contrite ruach." He's not asking for perfection from us every single day. He's just asking for us to be real. And I think that point from that video is outstanding. And again, the whole thing was great. It was really good talk. I do encourage you to check that one out if you haven't already. But being real every day, be real with yourselves, be real with the person that you look at in the mirror on a daily basis. recognize where you're failing, recognize where you need to, what do you need to give over to the Most High? What do you need to lay down at His feet? What do you need help with? That's how we should be walking each and every day. Take care, guys. God bless.